Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. The topic of XRP will be discussed. We're currently sitting at just more than 56 cents. I don't see much fun either, and maybe that's also coming to an end, but now that XRP has started to rise, people are becoming enthused about this cryptocurrency again. This is still in its early stages. Hold off until XRP begins to soar. When that happens, it will be the most thrilling moment of our lives. And I'm confident that will occur in 2024. Waves XRP was recognized by the World Bank as a stable coin. The native coin of Ripple, XRP, has been formally recognized as a stable coin by the World Bank. This designation is a major step forward for Ripple and its digital asset, demonstrating how widely used and appreciated it is in the world of global finance. Despite repeated claims to the contrary by the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, XRP and XLM are not yet pegged to the US dollar. In my opinion, they will eventually mature into stable coins with high value. But if they were to tie XRP to the new US Treasury dollar that's being released next year, I wouldn't fight. Next year, we will also be reevaluating a lot of things. I made a video the day prior yesterday where I discussed that very thing. Plus, I offered a hypothesis since I thought it made logic. However, it seems like the majority of you agreed with that as I read over the comments. When I brought that up, maybe you view things the way I do. It does, though. Consider the case of a stable currency that will be pegged to one US Treasury dollar. Evaluate the potential worth of XRP. If it isn't, the value of XRP will still continue increasing at an enormous rate every single day. Just consider all the things you can buy with a single coin. US stablecoin legislation is imminent, according to Fed's Powell. The rationale behind their advocacy for this is that it will result in a CBDC. House Financial Services Committee Democrats met privately with Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell on Tuesday. According to Politico, Maxine Waters, the ranking Democrat on the committee, announced a week ago that the door had been closed on bipartisan agreement on stablecoin legislation. Politico adds that a solid coin structure is necessary. A source told Powell at Tuesday's meeting that Powell expressed his support and noted that he is highly on board with the plan. Further, "I'm pleased with how near we are." Republicans successfully passed a stablecoin law through this committee a little over 6 months ago, despite Democrats' vehement opposition. So, why did they suddenly change their minds about this? For what reason are Democrats now on board with that? Reason being, they will likely also advocate for a CBDC. In light of the potential creation of a central bank digital currency, CBDC, this year's Federal Reserve Chair also discussed the topic. Authorization from Congress is required. As per the information gathered, we haven't decided to suggest a CBDC to Congress just yet. We aren't advocates, and we recognize that CBDC legislation may have trouble passing in Congress. I can see a lot of people being against it. I believe, nevertheless, that they will also instigate an emergency scenario this year to make it happen. The source of this information is smoke, but what it really implies is that the terminology will be supported for the long term. The Fed, which is why they now allow many payment choices and mention blockchain providers like Ripple. Providers of blockchain technology are also facilitating instantaneous cross-border settlement. One such service, Ripple's, connects users all around the globe to settle foreign transactions in real time. People are sick of waiting days for their money to appear. Instant payments are what everyone wants. They are also against paying exorbitant fees to transfer funds internationally. Secure, quick, and inexpensive is what they desire. Plus, Fed will now support blockchain applications through API and ISO. As I've already mentioned on several occasions, these digital currencies are ISO certified for a reason. They will be used for payments all around the globe, and that is why they will bring a lot of money to these cryptocurrencies. The fact that we haven't noticed any benefits from it only means that they will be there in 2024. I find it hard to believe that the mention of Ripple in an Illinois blockchain business development report coincides with the confirmation that SPED will employ DLT, which will result in a significant use of blockchain technology by a government institution. My guess is no. It is my firm belief that none of this is occurring by chance. Most of this, I feel, was set in stone a long time ago. It was inevitable. However, we are now approaching the stage when the launch of everything is imminent. As I mentioned before, the value of XRP will never reach these levels. In fact, we could debate its worth all day long. Efficacy will take precedence over market capitalization and past cycles, when XRP's value is being determined by its practicality. As of July 2023, RED is now available as a soft regulation. BED-NOW and impulse payments will likely see increased adoption all through 2024. Gaining all those payment licenses was crucial for Ripple, in my opinion, because it demonstrates that XRP and Ripple will be used extensively across the US. That, too, I believe, will begin to transpire this year. Given the potential benefits of Ripple's plans to ease the derivatives market, it makes perfect sense. There are a lot of connections between ISDA-DTCC, BedWire, and SWIFT, and Ripple. If something wasn't directly linked to Ripple, it was a partner of Ripple that grew and became integrated with either SWIFT or the Federal. The market for ISDA-DTCC is worth quadrillions of dollars. All the meantime, a huge network is quietly coming together. The price of XRP will rise dramatically as soon as those $4 trillion begin to trickle in. Additionally, even if Rippling only manages to extract 10%, I believe in this coin and see us reaching a 3-digit XRP in the near future, which is why I am holding it. Everything is happening at a much faster pace now, so I'm talking over the next 12 months or so. Things are accelerating up, according to the IMF. Everything is going at a faster pace now, according to Christine Lagarde and the BIS. In my opinion, the BRICS National Payments Corporation of India is speeding up the process of PCI and real-time payment service between Indian and US banks. An innovative plan for a real-time payment link between India and the US was unveiled by PCI in 2016. The plan centers around real-time payments that make use of UPI expertise. As part of this plan, the NPCI will be collaborating with the US Federal Reserve's real-time payment service to create an Indian instant payment system that could be similar to UPI. You may recall that announcements were made when, in January of 2024, Google India Digital Services and NPCI International Payments signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, to expand UPI globally. The announcements are now being prepared to be live. Those announcements will now begin to provide value. Also, notice this reverberation from the past when discussing with NPCI, banks for AC transfers internationally. They have prepared the majority of the banks that are PCI or Ripple partners. Everything is fitting into place on that enormous network. The financial system's plumbing is where we are. Here is Chris Larson's speech for you to hear. Going direct to consumer could lead you to the realization that your entire business is centered around marketing and customer service. At the moment, it's a formula for disaster because it only has about 5% tech. Being involved with the inner workings of the financial system makes us roughly 2/3 tech. Advertising to customers is unnecessary. Plus, that way we can entice a larger group of tech experts. Also, top IT talent prefers to be a part of high-performing tech teams. Big tech teams are what that implies. I believe that we are capable of making a greater difference. Therefore, you must avoid politics at all costs if you wish to do business with banks in China, Japan, Germany, or Australia. Additionally, it is unacceptable to ignore China's capital controls. Whenever China wants your assistance, you should be attempting to help them market the RMB in Latin America. The most important thing, in my opinion, is to adopt an agnostic stance and accept the status quo without question. Plus, they would like not to be considered competitors. Furthermore, Ripple would never see any transactions if they were in any way competitive with other components of the financial system. However, this is due to the fact that Ripple resolves numerous issues inside the monetary system. More and more financial institutions are open to partnering with Ripple, and enterprises will do the same. Ripple has the makings of a massive enterprise, and the infrastructure is already in place. All we have to do is wait for XRP to begin flowing through that system. The steady coin market cap is expected to hit all-time highs by the end of 2024, and that's how we'll get rich. quite suggestive of the general bullish trend that the markets are likely to exhibit this year. All signs point to a huge surge this year. By the year's end of 2024, I predict XRP will have surpassed all previous highs. I can feel the puzzle pieces fitting together just so. JP Morgan is correct that US regulators can influence Tether through OFAC, and I agree with them. JP Morgan reports that US regulators are attempting to limit the use of Tethers offshore through OFAC. And today, according to analyst Tether CEO, JP Morgan is more envious of the development of payment and financial services, which is why they are worried. Many things probably made JP Morgan envious. Their envy of RippleNet and XRP is what I believe it was. This is how we found ourselves in a legal battle with the SEC, attempting to limit the growth of Ripple and XRP. However, if that case does conclude this year, we will have achieved a new record when that lawsuit concludes. Really, no one has a clue. When it finally ends, though, it will be at the last possible moment. Additionally, XRP's price will unexpectedly rise the moment you open your eyes. Today, I watched this video at a breakneck pace. I simply wanted to keep going and show you what the Fed is planning to do next so that we can get to bed on time. Stablecoin regulations are the first to be pushed, and then crypto regulations will follow. And that is something that many continue to deny. They refuse to acknowledge that when rules are implemented, these meme currencies will be gone in an instant. Because I believe the rules are already in place, I also think that will happen very quickly, almost overnight. They will merely express their intention to follow the EU's lead with MiCA at some point in the future. And that's because rules and laws might vary globally. However, when we observe the gradual ascent of XRP, people are once again becoming enthusiastic. As an alternative to the constant bickering and polarization that plagues the XRP community, I think that's a great concept. Everyone will become rich together if you keep XRP, or any cryptocurrency for that matter. All you have to do is be patient and optimistic. That being said, I will now conclude this video. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.